So then we got two powerful universal level beings going head to head. Odin versus Trigon. Who wins? Well, let's find out. Odin is the Allfather of the Norse Gods and ruler of Asgard. He is the son of Bor, brother of Vili and Ve, husband of Frigga, and the father of Thor, Vidar, Balder, and adopted father of Loki. Odin is the wisest, and by far the most powerful of the Asgardian gods. While not omnipotent, Odin is a vastly powerful being who's been alive for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years. Even though Odin is one of the oldest Asgardians, he's shown that he can lift over 90 tons, while the average male Asgardian can only lift 30 tons. Then he can even lift heavier objects thanks to his powers. That's just his natural strength. Odin has been able to battle for 40 days and 40 nights without tiring, and has reflexes that even rival Thor. He's also highly resistant to nearly all forms of attacks, and has shown to not be affected by Silver Surfer's attacks, and isn't phased by energy blasts from cosmic level entities. Odin is usually never seen without a scepter, and also has two powerful weapons that they can call upon in the direst of situations. His indestructible enchanted spirit Gungnir, and his powerful mace Threadstuck. However, Odin doesn't usually need to resort to physical confrontations, and that is because he possesses the Odin Force. This lets him manipulate vast cosmic energy, and has granted him the ability to do a ton of different stuff, like reading minds from across dimensions, creating force fields that are essentially impossible to get through, altering his size, and projecting force blasts that are powerful enough to one-shot the Silver Surfer. He's able to teleport himself or others anywhere he desires, and one time he even teleported all of Asgard to New York City just to prove that he could do it. He's able to manipulate all forms of energy, and that includes mystical energies as well, and can stop time, reverse time, or create time bubbles that are immune from outside interference. Odin can transmute elements, create new worlds out of nothing, rekindle dying stars, effortlessly destroy entire galaxies, and he's repaired damage done to the universe before. Odin is also one of the few that have been able to knock Galactus unconscious before, and he's the one who created the Destroyer armor, which is battled against Celestials. And then in the other corner of Trigon. Trigon is an incredibly powerful demon with his mind purely set towards spreading evil and conquering the planet Earth. That is his one and only goal. Trigon has superhuman strength, speed, agility, and durability, although he never really engages enemies in a fist fight simply because he has no need to do so. He can teleport anywhere, and he's omniscient and usually knows that enemies move before they even do. He's able to manipulate matter down to the subatomic level, manipulate the fundamental forces of the universe, and manipulate reality in the space-time continuum. Trigon is a powerful sorcerer, and his manipulation of mystical energy allows him to do pretty much anything that he wants. He can bend, break, or even create new natural laws, distort the fabric of reality, and perform unbelievable miracles. It's also important to note that Trigon is pretty much immune to all opposing magic, and can break through all outside mystical defenses. He can control minds, cast illusions, control fire and hellfire, and drain the souls of millions of worlds. Trigon has the ability to manipulate the dark force, which allows him to create, shape, and summon darkness, shadows, and dark energy. He can also project energy blasts from his hands and his 6 eyes, manipulate his size, and create, change, alter, or even destroy reality just by thinking about it. He's been able to do things like scattering someone's atoms across the universe, turning the Teen Titans Tower into stone, and reshape planets on a whim. Then Trigon is also immortal, and he also has his own army of demons as well. This army has been able to simultaneously defeat the Teen Titans and the Justice League with ease. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, both of these guys are universal level threats, possibly even multiversal, and are some of the strongest people in their respective comic universes. Odin has battled against Galactus, and even managed to knock him out. Has battled against Surtur, where their fight shook the Nine Realms, and fought against the Egyptian god Seth, and their fight shattered galaxies and shook the very fabric of the multiverse. He's incredibly powerful, and Odin has even stated that he has enough power to overthrow the universe. However, he's going up against Trigon, who might be his greatest and most powerful opponent to date. When he was born, he killed everyone around him, and at only 1 year old, Trigon was ruling his own planet. When he was 6, he destroyed that planet, and at 30, he was ruling his entire dimension. He's nonchalantly destroyed planets, and has even stated that he's destroyed galaxies and universes, and is even said to be on the same power level as the Spectra. And there's really no need for Trigon to exaggerate or lie in order to make people fear him or something like that. So all signs point to him actually having destroyed universes. However, it is important to note that he's never destroyed a universe with one strike or something like that. It usually happens over time. So still very impressive, but just gotta keep it in check a little bit. Now there's one thing that's unique about Trigon, and that actually makes him more powerful. There's just one of him throughout the entire multiverse. If that's confusing, let me break it down a little for you. So the DC multiverse is made up of many different universes and many different Earths, meaning that there are multiple different Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. However, there are some beings where there's just one of them throughout the entire multiverse. This includes the New Gods, Darkseid, Mr. Mxyzptlk, and yes, Trigon. So that means that even though the Injustice storyline isn't considered canon for many of our heroes, because it's a different version of them, it can be considered canon for Mr. Mix and Trigon. Now this fight is insanely impressive, because Mix is a 5th dimensional imp who is able to alter reality on a universal scale, and create or destroy universes on a whim. And Trigon was battling on equal footing with him. That's insanely impressive, and arguably something that Odin isn't capable of replicating. Yes, Odin has been able to battle against gods, and even shake the very fabric of the multiverse, but this is considered to be at the very height of his powers. And his attacks are also all magically based. This won't be super effective against Trigon, considering that he's essentially immune to all opposing magic. There's also the fact that Trigon can't be killed, and is immortal, while Odin definitely can be killed. In fact, that's been a major point in a lot of Thor's stories, and why he needs to go into Odin sleep so much. However, you might say that both of these guys can be knocked out, so what's the big deal? Well, that's a good point. I'm glad you brought it up. Because yes, they both can be knocked out and defeated, but it takes considerably less to knock Odin out than it does for Trigon. Like, Odin was knocked out when he headbutted Galactus, and instantly had to go into the Odin sleep in order to stay alive. And while Galactus was injured and knocked out as well, he recovered moments later. On the other hand, Trigon wasn't knocked out at all when battling against Mr. Mxyzptlk. At the end of the day, Odin is powerful, but he's just on a slightly lower level than Trigon, and the demon is too much for him to handle. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button for more videos just like this one every single day, and I'll see y'all next time.